And something happened, you know. During that event, we looked at each other, and what did we say?
We looked at each other in the eyes, and we said, that's us next year. And we both kind of pointed to the stage. And it's like we just knew that this was going to happen. And because Art and I were both on the same page, and because we had such a passion and such dedication, we had such certainty after that event. That's why events are so important, you guys, because the certainty that you take away from it, and you know that this company has such great products, it was amazing. And there we were, Art, as you can tell.
Yeah, I love this picture. Oh, gosh, that was us hitting 200K on the stage there with Gordon Morton. And, yeah, you know, considering where we'd come from, all we'd been through in our life, the 200K was absolutely an exhilarating moment. And that's the part, really, where life-changing income really happens. You can get, you know, 200K was pivotal for us. And, of course, yeah, we did the trip to 200K trip to Venice, and here we are on one of those gondolas in Venice with the very own Joe Morton and Karen, his beautiful wife. So that was a phenomenal trip. And actually, also in that trip, we went to Heidelberg, Germany, and raced some sports cars. This is the kind of founders that we have. They dream about things to do for us and with us, that they had a dream of taking their leaders out on expensive sports cars. And here I am getting ready to get into this Porsche, and that's a whole other story. So, yeah, and Terry, there you are. There's that picture of the Mangosteen Resort and Spa. And at the bottom with us there, right at the spa, is Rod and Shannon Culp. And that was a very wonderful trip, wasn't it? And
it really was, you know. It really was, you know, as you can imagine, we were met at the front with an elephant, a baby elephant, and that was very powerful. But I'll never forget the first morning, Art. We got up, and the sun was rising, and, you know, you're on a different time zone. You can't sleep. And so I can remember us running out, and there's a little, like a little walkway over the whole swimming pool, because the swimming pool went all the way around the complex. And we're there taking pictures of the sun coming up. And there's Joe Morton in the swimming pool doing laps. And he says, "Good morning, Art and Terry." And, I mean, you can't imagine what that's like. I mean, we had the whole resort just to Zango. It's the Mangosteen Resort. And all of the people there were from Zango. And so that really was truly an amazing trip for us, Art.
Yeah, that was a great experience. And now, so what happened? You know, isn't it amazing? What happened? You know, how did we do this? And here's some ideas on that. First of all, we had a dream, right? We both had a dream, and we had a lot of passion for that dream. You know, they weren't the same dreams, but we had a lot of passion for them. And then we created a goal, right? And our first goal that we really strongly created was to become that 200K premier the following year. I mean, we had a goal, and they weren't quite so easily defined, but that became a very significant goal. And then we knew the power of focus, and we knew that you can't just have a dream and make a goal without focusing on it every single day. And we'd actually get up every morning, and we envision ourselves standing on that stage, what it would feel like, what it would be like to be that 200K premier.
Yeah, I never forget what that was like, Art. The interesting thing about it, you know, when I started working with you hand in hand and knew that I had to do some things that, you know, I wasn't used to doing, like a conference call or a webinar or phoning people. Like, what would I say to these people? I'd say to Art. But what's so interesting is I knew that I was going to have to do some sacrifice that first year. And so what I did is I did not plant a garden that year. I did not fiddle with my flowers that year at all. I put all of that on the back burner. You know, sometimes you have to make some sacrifices. Sometimes you have to turn off the TV and actually do your Zango business. Sometimes you have to pick up the phone thinking that, well, what would that person say? And I'll tell you what, there were so many people that were so happy to hear my voice because remember, you guys, we're changing people's lives with this. And so it's very important to be able to step out of your comfort zone. Step out of the area of where you think that, you know, what would I do? Just do it, you know. Yeah. Help people. Put them at the forefront and stop worrying about yourself because it's about helping others and you will be successful.
Yeah, that's awesome, Terry. You know, and here's the thing, and this is where it all breaks down for people, you know. So you can have the dream, you can have the goal, you can focus on your dream every single day, but here's the missing piece right here. And if I was to give you one success key that is very big. That last piece of the puzzle is what I would call action. You've got to have the dream, and you've got to act on the dream. This is not a movie. You know, you have to actually do something. You have to call people. You have to follow up. You have to not only have the dream, you have to have the action behind it. And so that is the key to it. Terry, it has been quite a ride, and yes, we did hit the 500K level beyond our dreams in 2006. Here's us on the stage. They're very exciting, of course, and I don't know that we could have really dreamed that up. Sometimes things outrule your dreams, and I know it's meant a lot to you, some of the changes that are happened in our life, and here's a picture of us recently in Hawaii, Terry.
Yeah, it was so rewarding. You know, the last 2 years we've been able to bring all three of our kids, and Krista turns 40 this year, and we're very excited about that. And so we decided to have our little birthday party in Hawaii, invite the other two children along, so we were able to pay their way. And there's nothing more rewarding. I mean, you guys, this is what the money is for. It's for being able to share things with your family or friends and to do things that are totally outrageous. So yeah, it was a great and with them, Art.
Yeah, and so how has our life changed? You know, well, I don't have to worry about money, and what's cool about it is I don't have to think about how much things cost, you know. Now, let me give you a funny little example here to finish off the call. This is me yesterday, and, you know, we love plants, and we love to be in nature, and a couple of years ago I had bought this hibiscus, which is a crazy plant to buy because it's tropical, and, you know, it can't really be outside, and you know, it has to be inside, and I brought it in the house, and it was too big, you know, and it just didn't fit, and so we put it on this very special spot on our deck in the corner that is covered over, and it lasted for about 5 months. Terry says it's never going to overwinter. We don't have room for it inside, and it bloomed all summer long until December. Okay? So we were in there yesterday, and I've been wanting another one of these, you know, but it's kind of outrageous, guys. I mean, this is a $110 plant, okay, that you probably can't overwinter. You know, so most people could not imagine spending over $100 on a plant that is maybe only going to last 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months. But if it brings you joy, you know, do it, right? And so as we were leaving here, people were coming up to me, oh, wow, you got that hibiscus. I mean, everybody would have loved to have had this plant, but they didn't have the money. So it isn't the big things necessarily that change your life for me, you know, where like we got the car, you know, and Terry got her car that you saw on the screen there, and we've done all kinds of renovations, but it's the freedom to make those little decisions, those little choices every single day, you know, about buying an outrageous plant that may be only lasting for 6 months. And so, yeah, our life has completely changed. We're grateful to be involved with this great company. We're grateful for all of you. A lot of you have played your part in helping us realize our dreams, and now, honestly, we've met most of our financial dreams. You know, we're not motivated by money. We're motivated by helping other people, helping them succeed, get more freedom in their life, help them grow personally, and increase the level of joy in their life. Terry, anything you wanted to add before we finish?
Well, we want all of you to fulfill your dreams like Art and I have.